In this video, I will show you how to create a two-level dependent dropdown in Microsoft Excel. Consider we have this data sheet on which the main category on a top row and the subcategory in a column wise. The first thing we need to select the entire data sheet, hit Ctrl T to convert into a table format. Now we need to assign a good name for our table. I will click here and simply assign, let's say, item. Now I will click on Data tab, select the entire category rows, click on Data, Data Validation, select a list, click here, click on Item Sheet, select the entire first row. For now, simply hit OK, and this is how we create our first level dropdown. For the second level dropdown, I will click on E2 first. We need to create a very simple XLOOKUP function. Open parenthesis, what is the lookup value? I want to look up column B value, hit comma. What is the lookup array? I will click on item sheet and simply select the entire first row. Now you can see it's automatically pick the name of table along with the header row. I will hit comma, and for the return array we need to select the entire table. So on the very top cell you can see if I click, this will select the entire table. Simply close parenthesis, hit enter, and this is how our XLOOKUP function works. Now if I change this option, it will automatically update the new data sheet. For now I will click on E2, simply copy this entire formula, hit Ctrl C. Now click on formula, name manager, new, and for the name let's say we need to define. In the refer to area, I will remove everything and hit Ctrl V. Simply hit OK and close this window. Now I will select the entire items column, click on data, data validation. We need to select list, click here, hit F3 key, and here we need to select drop down 2. Simply hit OK and hit OK. This is how we create our second level dependent drop down. Now if I change this category, each and everything is dynamically updated. Now I will show you a simple conditional formatting just to avoid the wrong entry. Now for example, you are working, you have select an items, you have select a sub item for it, and after a little bit of talking with someone, you want to change the category. But this item is not related to the books now, and this is a wrong entry we type. So how to avoid the wrong entry? We need to update this formula for conditional formatting. The first thing, I will click on E2 again. We need to type equal on the very end and click on C2, hit enter. Now again I will click on E2. After equal sign we need to type 2 dash, open parenthesis and simply close parenthesis on the end, hit enter. Now we need to apply a sum function, open parenthesis and simply close parenthesis, hit enter. The last thing, we need to apply a not function. Now the not function will actually convert the 1 to false and 0 to true. Now we need to copy this entire formula, hit Ctrl C, click on formula, name manager, define a new manager, let's say conditional formatting. On the refer to area, remove everything, hit Ctrl V and simply hit OK. Close this window for now, select the entire column C, click on Home, Conditional Formatting, New Rule, use a formula to determine which cell to format. Click here, simply type F3, select Conditional Formatting, hit OK, click on Format. In this case, I will select, let's say, the light orange color, hit OK and hit OK. Now you can see it automatically highlights the kids because this is not related to book. And if I select, let's say, any other category, simply select the items, this is okay. And now if I change the category to, let's say, any other name, for example, sports and outdoor, the formula automatically detect that this item is not related to sports and outdoor. So this will help you to avoid the wrong entry in your datasheet. I hope you like each and everything. We don't need this formula anymore. Hit delete key, and this is how we can create our dependent drop down.